Membership at Your Legal Leg Up. Brought to you by YourLegalLegUp.com, your advantage if you're being sued by debt collectors. Hi, and welcome to Your Legal Leg Up. In this video, we talk about membership, what it is, and why you would want it. The first reason has to do with our product, and the second has to do with your opponent and what it will be doing. If you're being sued by a debt collector, you have basically four options. Ignore the case and hope it goes away. Give up and agree to anything you can get them to agree to. Hire a lawyer to defend yourself, or defend yourself by yourself, pro se. If you hope the case will go away, or if you give up, you invite disaster. You think it slows down the collection actions, but in reality it speeds them up, and you give up your chance to reduce the amount that you will have to pay. On the other hand, hiring a lawyer is often simply beyond the reach of many people. It can cost from several hundred to well over $1,000 or more to hire a lawyer, and for many that leaves defending yourself pro se as the best choice. The Debt Defense System Manual is a manual that explains the debt litigation process in great detail. It tries to cover all the basics anybody would need to understand the litigation, its process itself in general, and particularly the debt litigation process. Different states have different laws, and different courts in the same states may have different rules, but the general rules of the game are very similar from state to state. A plaintiff must prove its case using acceptable evidence, following basic rules. The manual is designed to explain all of that, so that you can understand it and make use of the tools available. If you have it, you have the basis for defense wherever you are. The materials in the manual itself are hundreds of pages of explanations and examples. We've tried very hard to put it all into language that almost anybody can understand, but questions do still come up. The law is not and cannot legitimately be made to seem simple enough for pro se materials just to tell you specific things to do, or to give you a set of forms that you could use whatever the situation. Anyone who tries to sell you that sort of ready-made system is leading you into disaster. There is no such thing. Instead, you must develop your judgment, and this takes work. Also, there are enough variations among debt collectors that no system can anticipate everything the other side will do. You can do this. You could do the defense that you need to do, but it will require that you learn and use judgment, and possibly several different approaches. We believe that the best we can do is give you a thorough, basic understanding, and then stand by you when you either have questions about the materials, or when things come up that the materials either don't handle, or when you don't understand the materials that are there. We do this better than anybody else. The membership is the way we do it. The main value of our membership is that it lets you use our membership teleconferences. At these teleconferences, which occur almost every week, you can ask questions about the materials and how they apply to your specific situation. And more than that, you can ask about tactics and get help understanding what the other side is doing and what you could do about it in your specific case. It's like having a team of people on your side so that you can always know what to do, people who are experienced in what you're facing. They're on your side and will share notes on what they've been doing to defend themselves. And of course, you'll also have at least one person from Your Legal Leg Up there too. We can't emphasize enough how valuable this is. As one person said, as one reads the materials, there are always questions, and the teleconferences give you an opportunity to resolve your questions. You will hear other people's questions, which you may or may not have thought of, and how Ken resolves and elaborates on the issues. To fully understand the material, I believe listening to the teleconference call is a must. In addition to the teleconferences, membership gives you access to our document bank and member-only materials on the site. We've observed many people fighting debt collectors, and we've been involved in many cases against them ourselves. And we've noticed several things. One of these is that the debt collectors use a lot of the same tricks time after time. Doesn't matter which collector is suing you or what court you're in, they'll say they served you when they didn't. They'll try to get the case to trial without allowing discovery or before you have a chance to prepare. They'll stonewall your discovery and dare you to try to get it in over their ridiculous and unethical objections. They'll serve requests for admissions, whose only purpose is to get you to make a mistake so they can win on a technicality. They'll file bogus motions. They should be ashamed of themselves, but they do it all the time. And you have to figure out a way to do what you need to do so that you can win. The document bank will help you respond to these low-rent tricks in the most effective way, so you have a chance. Not everything the debt collectors do are dirty tricks, don't get us wrong. There are legitimate things for them to do, but whether they're cheap tricks or fair efforts, you still need to defend yourself from them. To do this, you need to understand what is going on and how to respond effectively. The membership, in conjunction with the manual, exists to help you do that. It connects you to many tools that you can use to save yourself work and increase your chances of winning. And it connects you to a network of people who are looking out for you. If you're being sued for debt, whether by a debt collector or original creditor, you need the membership, and you need to come to the teleconferences. Protect what's yours and don't let the debt collectors rip you off. YourLegalLegUp.com